gotten better every time he stepped out. Every situation, a lot of things are new, and every time he did it again or had an opportunity to see the rep again, did a nice job of taking the coaching points and improving on the next time out. And today will be his third time down here in the red zone. That's important. That's another critical area we need to improve in. And that timing everything happens faster. The windows are much more condensed, and it's just you can't get enough work down in the red zone. So that's another nice way to cap off the camp for us, is to work down there in the short part of the field and see if he's improved from the last time. So excited about that. So we tweaked all along. We found out some things, especially like points. How are you dividing up points for the offensive line, for example? It's really hard for offensive linemen to get positive points. They don't have TFLs. They don't, kind of linemen just do their job, and that's their job. So how do you award points for that? And we tweaked some of how we awarded some points to the guys up front. We've tweaked a little bit of the process as it's gone. Sort of a little bit of trial and error, not anything dramatic, but just little things that would come up. We maybe make an adjustment here or there, but I'm really happy with how the program went. Again, I think you can ask the players how they felt about it, but I think it kept our competitiveness high. I think it kept our focus on the things that matter. The intent of what we were trying to get done was sort of on our minds all the time. I hit it every day from in the team meetings, from practice, things that showed up that we needed to cover. So I think it made us a better football team at the end of the day, and that's what the goal was. And again, we got another whole lot of work ahead of us, but for the program in and of itself, I thought it was, for the most part, successful.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good question, because I just hit it this morning with the team. What we started to see over the course of the offseason, particularly over this last probably 4 or 5 practices, is the sins that we can control, which for those that don't know this, we call them sins. They're self-inflicted negatives. So false starts, operation procedure problems, pre-snap penalties, all those things that indicate sloppy play in all phases. Those have sort of trended down as the weeks have gone by, and so the only real sins, yesterday was a great example. The only major sins that we had were more the physical ones, and those happen, so we can live with those. But we've trended down on eliminating all of the things operationally that we can control. It's been cool to watch that process play out, and you see the effect. As the old adage goes, you get what you emphasize. And we've emphasized it pretty dramatically, and I've seen the improvement from it. Now again, it's June. We got to keep seeing that improvement, but I've been pleased with what it's shown over the course of the offseason. That's our job ultimately, and that's the whole philosophy behind the draft and develop process. You got to take young players; they got to play for you. You have to coach them. You have to coach them hard. They have to be ready and available to go play, and that's how you develop the guys. And our assistant coaches have done a fantastic job with that process. I've been really pleased with the work they've put in, with the work that those young players have put in with them. And then the other part of it too is there's a whole player development program that we have kind of kicking off the ground here, that sort of monitors all these things all the way through the season. And there's off the field things, there's performance in the weight room with strength, weight, body comp, all those things. There's a personal development part of it. I'm really excited about how that program is going to get put together for these guys over the course of the summer, and then it really kicks off when they get back from training camp. So a lot of emphasis on development, not just as football players, but off the field, body composition, all those things as well. It's all part of the holistic picture. So excited about that. I think it's going to be good for us.